Welcome to Tesla Talks. I'm your host, Tiana. I'll be interviewing high achievers, influential leaders, and those with powerful stories. Tune in, buckle up. We're about to go 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, today we have an amazing guest. He's one of my really good friends, and you probably know him. You know him. His name is Ricky. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Can't wait.
And I just love your energy. Anyone that knows Ricky, his energy is just immaculate.
I try my best.
He's got the vibes.
Yeah.
You have to if you want to be a DJ, right?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, who else would you invite to your wedding? Don't invite anyone else except for Ricky.
Unless I'm booked, then get somebody else, please.
No.
Yep.
But just don't get married, you know?
No, yeah. Wait, take your time with that. Yeah. Just don't get married. That's actually really good advice.
Really good advice.
Just take your time with it. Don't get married.
Yeah, just wait until Ricky's available. I mean, it's just such an honor because honestly, we've been friends for how long?
I say about a handful of years now, for sure. We've known each other for a while. It's been nice.
It's been so fun. And honestly, I've just really been inspired by you. And it's been such an honor as a friend to watch you grow from success to success. Honestly, I've just loved coming to your events. They're just so fun. Yeah. Honestly, so if you don't know, Ricky's a DJ, the DJ. I've already said that. Here in Utah, but he does travel. So if you're in New York and you need the vibes, hit this guy up. He will bring the vibes.
We'll come to New York for sure.
He has been in New York.
Yeah.
Where all have you been?
I've been all over the place. I've been very blessed, like California, Florida. We've been in Arizona, all over Utah, and I just got back from Malibu. Like, it's been wonderful.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's been
Oh
great.
my gosh, that is just so fun. Has this always been the dream for you to be a DJ?
This has always been the dream. Well, not to be a DJ, but just to the dream has always been to help people out, and music has been that vehicle to bring some happiness to people, So
yeah,
I figured that I was good at that, and so that's what we're writing right now. But if it changes, it changes. But right now it's DJing for sure.
Right now it's DJing. Well, that is just so fun because not only have you taken over Utah, you are dominating the wedding space all over. You've been in People. Hello.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you've been in, so many different magazines that I've seen.
Right.
Just taking over. And it's just such a proud moment for me. I know you've got your mom and your sister and your family at your events, and they're your biggest supporters. And I love watching that relationship that you have with her and your sister. But so many of us that are your friends and people who are listening and watching you and your journey are just so proud of you. And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
And I commend you for being so incredibly humble for just the success that you've had. And I am just so excited to see what's next for you.
Me too.
So what is
wait.
So you said now is your DJ era and you're slaying it. What is something that you're kind of working towards right now?
Well, right now I'm just working on my Haler nights. So I've been DJing now for almost 5 years full time.
Has it been full time for?
Yeah, full time for 5 years. This is how I pay my rent, is with this. And right now I'm just currently in the evolving phase of my career, and I feel like everybody has that evolve.
They do.
That when you evolve as an actor or as a teacher or whatever it is that you do.
Right.
But right now my career is definitely taking a 180 from where it used to be.
Right.
Into my shows with these Taylor Swift, Harry Styles nights that we do.
Which they're so fun. They're a freaking blast.
They're a blast. It's for the girlies. The girlies know the vibes. And so I have been on this journey for this last almost year and a half with these shows, and they've been the best. So right now I'm currently, transitioning from hip hop, top 40 EDM to best song ever and love story and all these songs. And so I'm learning a lot, but we're just evolving to a friendlier, family-friendly show.
Yeah.
Other than just plain Mo Bamba or
Gasolina.
Gasolina's great though. I'll keep Gasolina in the mix.
Okay.
But right now, that's definitely where I'm at, and it's been wonderful.
So kind of bring us to your very first show. Do you remember your first show that you played?
That's such a long time ago. But geez, when my first gig ever technically was my birthday party years ago. I threw myself a little birthday party.
Your own birthday party?
Yeah. That was years ago though. That was probably my early 20s. But that's when I first started to DJ. That was my first. And it's funny because it was across the street from the Lavelle Edwards Stadium. If you're familiar with Provo, there's this complex called the Riviera. It's ghetto, ghetto. But it's lovely, but it's ghetto. It's where they had that meth bust. Like,
no way.
6 years ago. Anyways, if you remember, if you know, you know, right? But it was across the street from Lavelle Edwards Stadium. Fast forward years later, and I got to play inside the Lavelle Edwards Stadium in front of like thousands of people.
Oh, let's go.
So it was really cool, man. Like
kind
it's
of a full circle.
Yeah,
moment.
kind of full circle. So like from going from my first show ever being at this little clubhouse at the Riv,
right.
you know what I mean? Like right in the heart of Provo to a stadium that I never thought I was gonna be able to go inside of just because, you know, now. But it happened. I was so happy with it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool to like. Do you ever look back and think about like, okay, what was Ricky thinking?
Every day I look
like
back
little
at my
Ricky,
mistakes. Every day,
young 20-year-old Ricky, which
every day.
shouldn't be too many years
me.
ago.
Yeah.
You know, you're 22, right?
Yeah, I'm still 22 for sure.
The youngest guy in Provo, if I'm right.
No, but I think about it often for sure.
Yeah, that is amazing. Did you ever feel like, you know, it was just kind of like, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I want to like have a good time. Did it ever occur to you that it would be something like this long term, or like in the future? Were you working towards that initially, or was that something that you just kind of happened upon a little bit success by success?
Yeah, once the paycheck started coming in, I was like, all right, dude.
Like, I could do this.
This is it. Let's be blunt here. Once like the paycheck started coming, I was like, I could do that for like, you can cut out a 40-hour week and like just do that in 2 hours or 3 hours.
Right, yeah.
And just make that. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure.
Let's do that. That's more fun.
And
well,
so
you were at a huge corporation before you switched to DJing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about that.
So I was working for Google for a while, but long story short, it just wasn't me. You know, we were like I was there doing social media stuff for like the Google products or whatever. But the pay and the time invested, I was having a huge paradigm shift at the time while I was DJing. And so like as business started to pick up, my interest working in sales and sales management, and then with Google, it just went out the door once I figured I was like, oh, I can do something I love instead of something for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But once the paycheck started coming in,
like,
that's when the paradigm shift happened. I was like, all right, let's do this.
That's amazing. So like, was it a moment that you had that feeling, that paradigm shift, or was it kind of a gradual, kind of like weighing on you?
Yeah, it was gradual for sure. Because you can't just like leave your job. You know what I mean? Like you got to build like a funnel.
Yeah.
Like I'm not I don't got like, my mom and my sister are taking care of, my sister and myself are taking care of my mom. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And so like we don't have like a net. And so like I had to take my time with it and just kind of wait for the right moment to send it.
Yeah.
You can't just send it. You got to pay rent, people. You can't just pay your damn
put
job.
Your little toe in the water.
Yeah. F all that noise. Like, quit your job. No, stay with your job as long as you can. Jeez. Safety. Yeah.
And I mean, Google is a big deal. You know, you know, I mean, we have Haler's Night now, and that's kind of...
I'll take Haler Night over Google any day. I have an iPhone,
Google who?
okay?
Google who?
Yeah. Google, yeah.
Did you have iPhone at Google?
They gave me a Pixel. I had a Pixel. I had the first Pixel. Yeah, the camera was really good.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. They had that going for them.
But now you're like... Sorry, we got the... What
yeah,
Apple
we got
do you have?
this one. It's the iPhone.
This one.
You should get it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit scary. Maybe like the feeling of feeling not insecure, but just like not having that safety net, you know, and moving towards something. But honestly, the payoff of moving towards something that you really love and having, you know, it's worth all the risk. I feel like the best things in life are actually on the other side of fear, or not even fear for some people. It's just the lack of security.
Sure.
You know, where it is secure. You have your benefit package. You have all these things that you're getting from your job. You know exactly what you're getting every week. But safe isn't always better. Safe is not always fulfilling. And so I just think that's so inspiring that you took that leap and you're like, no, like whatever. We're going to just like go straight into this. And I love seeing you do what you love. When you're in the audience and I watch you personally, when I watch you at your Haler Nights and your other performances, you love what you do.
Love what I do.
And I love seeing you do something that you feel is like living, you know? I feel like sometimes if you're building someone else's dream, there's nothing wrong with being at a 9 to 5, but if it's not fulfilling to you, it's, I feel like there's a lack of life.
Right, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And now, you know, you can go travel when you want to. You have the different, the freedoms that life offers where you wouldn't otherwise have that in a day-to-day job.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your, tell me how life is different now that you are doing what you love. You're doing the shows that are making everyone super excited for with their lives. They're coming to these shows that are making it so fun.
Yeah, it's more, I would say ever since like you quit your 9 to 5, but like you inherit a 12 to 12.
I know.
You know what I mean? So like every day is like an anxiety attack. Like I wake up and I'm like anxiety attack because we got to promote, we got to market, we got to figure out where we're going to, you know what I mean? Like
I get you.
There's all sorts of, there's 1,000 things that go into having a business and entertainment because there's this image you have to put off and you have to like sell that. You got to sell the image of the shows. You got to sell this and you got to sell that. You got to get people on board. You got to plan this. You got to plan that. You got to plan the sets. You got to plan the flow. And Swifties are, how do I say this? They love Taylor Swift. And so
we do.
And so when it comes to playing her songs, I have to be like, I have to be like, dude, I cannot mess that up. You know what I'm saying? Like the One Direction fans and my Harrys and like the rest of the crew, like they're I would say they're up there, but like Swifties are like next level. I love it because I love that because it keeps me on my toes. It helps me be sharp. But if I can impress a Swiftie, I can impress anybody.
No, seriously. No, and you're the person to do it.
It's not necessarily that I'm the person to do it. It's just like I find joy in it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can find joy in whatever they do. But that's like kind of like to answer your question in full here is like my days are just plastered with ways to be more creative and the ways to deliver for the people, which in this case is the concert girlies. Yeah. And they come to the show, so we have to deliver.
Yeah. Do you have any plans for bringing on like Haler Night? Like, what are they called?
Wristbands?
No, we got merch though, guys. They have merch. But no, like, at the Eras Tour. So
no, that's too much. That's too much.
You don't want to do them.
I'm going to start charging like $500 a ticket so we can afford that technology. Yeah, like the glow-in-the-dark little wristbands.
Oh, just like the friendship bracelets.
The LED. No, the girlies do friendship bracelets. They do that on their own.
Do they do that at the show?
Yeah, they hang out. I have like a box full of friendship bracelets that I've
received. Oh my gosh, I love that.
From the shows over the last year. Just a lot, like with my name, Haler Nights, and it's been great.
So like so the beginning of Haler Nights, how did that even come to, like,
TikTok?
How did that happen?
Like TikTok. I was just like scrolling on TikTok one day and I noticed that there was these girls in like Australia at a show and they were like just yelling "Getaway Car." And I was like, what is this? Why are they?
We love this energy.
What is this energy? And so I just kind of went down the rabbit hole and I learned that there are like nights. There's like the 1975 night. There's like an Ariana Grande. Like people just kind of do one-offs. Yeah. And I was like, let me try this with Taylor. Yeah. Because at the time I was just DJing top 40 EDM. Yeah. But I was like, let me try this out. Just like let me go rent a little clubhouse somewhere and let me figure this ish out. And I tried it and it was successful and I was flabbergasted how different a club night is compared to like a Taylor Swift night or like one of those nights given to like a pop artist. Yeah. It's a different crowd. It's a different vibe. And I fell in love that night. I had an instant crush. It was like slow motion. Like, meet Q. Yeah. She dropped the pen and we both picked it up and we bumped into each other in the middle of downtown New York.
It was a romance. It was out of a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. We're like in Manhattan somewhere in Haler Night. And we're like, hey, how are you? Where are you going to? You know what I mean?
Love at first sight.
And then I saw her again later that week. But it was a wonderful meet Q between me and Haler Nights for sure.
So this was way before the Eras Tour even happened.
This is before the Eras Tour even happened. This is before Midnights was even announced. Because Midnights was announced September, October of last year. And I started January 1st. It was January 2nd that I threw of 2022 that I threw my prototype Haler Night.
Yeah, kind of like a little like
try out. Just testing the waters, just tipping the toes in.
Oh my gosh. Like, and that's crazy because now like the timing couldn't have been perfect. The timing could not have been more perfect because of the Eras Tour, massively successful. And I'm so glad that, it lined up for you that way because I would have seen massive success regardless. Swifties, like you said, they will carry it through.
But they'll carry it through if it's good.
And it has been good.
Yeah. If it's not good, they won't.
They're like, it's got to be up to Taylor's standards. They have a very high standard.
Yeah. Well, anybody that loves their artist wants their artist to be, like portrayed accurately and properly. And so now that we have bigger shows, we're at the complex and we have a bigger setup. You know, I try to deliver as much as possible to that. Is that my drink?
It's your drink.
Yeah, let's go.
We have a ring king for the Haler King.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much how it's been rolling. It's been wonderful.
That is the coolest thing, and I've actually been to a Haler's night.
Yeah, you were at the first one at the complex for sure.
The first one.
Yeah, you were there, and it was insane.
It was insane.
And one of your guests was there. Landon was there. London Lass was there. He was
McFarlane's.
The McFarlanes were there They were doing some work. There was everything lined up perfectly for a first Haler night. But yeah, you have to deliver the goods because the girlies are expecting good stuff. But in return, they reciprocate so much love and they reciprocate so much energy and so much good vibes.
Yeah.
So you show them that you care and they're going to triple that, quadruple that for you. Once they know you're not full of ish.
Yeah.
If they know it's fake, if they know it's not coming from a good place, you're not going to get the love. And that's just with anything.
With anything.
People can smell BS from a mile away, but especially with your number one person.
Yeah.
And this is a lot of people's number one person.
Yes. No, our mother, if you will.
Yeah, she's great. I love her. She's wonderful.
Have you been to the Eras tour?
I did. I went to the Vegas show, night one.
Night one.
So we were like, technically night 3 of the whole tour? Because it was 2 nights. Oh, look, there's our swig. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it.
Our lovely Abby. We got a 32.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
And we got you a cookie.
Thank you so much. I was like,
welcome.
This is your cookie because I was taking a bite of this one. Yeah. I thought that one was mine.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you so much for the drink.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Yeah.
We have to have our road trip snacks.
We got our
cookies. We got our water.
Yep.
But so what was your experience? Because I know with your experience with Harry Styles, you've been multiple times.
Yeah, that one I've seen a handful of times because it's a shorter show.
Right.
To see, he's an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Set, where Taylor's 3 hours and like 15 minutes or something like that. It's wonderful. They're both great. But Harry's was easier to go to just because it's a shorter show.
Right.
And it was a little cheaper for sure.
Yeah. So when you went to these events, did you take away any kind of inspiration? Did it have any effect on how you approach your shows?
Yeah, 100. It made all the difference to see Harry live. Harry Styles live is an experience everybody needs to have just because he's so good with his crowd work. But just like I said before, what Harry has been able to do is that he was able to show that he cares, right? So after One Direction and he left, he was able to continue that same energy, but he made it his own. Yeah. And the girlies were like, oh yeah, he didn't backstab us. He didn't just go and do something else. He still cares. Yeah. And through his songs and through the show, there's this delivery of love and acceptance and just oneness. And that energy is just very palpable at these shows. Like, I don't know if you went to see, of course you went to Arizona to see.
Yeah, night one of Taylor,
right?
And then,
there's this palpable energy that's there. And you're like, how do they create this?
It's undescribable.
Right. And it's the artist, what the artist does is that they set it up for the audience. And so it's the audience that creates the energy. It's the audience that creates the vibe. However, the artist is the catalyst behind that. And so I was like, I can create this energy that Harry has because this kind of energy isn't at the clubs. It's not at these places. It's just not like, and no hate to that because I'll DJ at a club any other.
Right, totally different though.
Right, totally different energy. And I was like, I need to recreate that. So as I was exploring how to actually deliver a Halo night, which our first night was was this past February. You were at that. That was our first one ever, technically. Yeah. All the other ones before were just kind of like tryouts and figure it out.
Which you nailed, by the way.
Thank you. And but to see Harry and to see him do his thing live is something that transformed my perspective of performance. Yeah. But everybody should go to experience. It's a beautiful show. It's really nice. I enjoyed it.
I love that.
It flipped my thinking as a DJ. I was like, I need to do whatever that is. I need to do that moving forward. I don't want to do anything else.
Bottle that up, take that and put it into your shows. And I have seen that. I have not been to a Harry show before. I've been fully immersed in the For You page and watched it through my phone. But I have seen that translated into what you do in your shows. Yeah. And just feeling very inclusive in that there was a place where anybody can come. Right. And I just, as a person and as a figure, and your brand is very inclusive, and I really admire you for that. Thanks. And you do feel the love translated into what you're doing, and you can see, it remanates off of you, and the audience is just receiving it so well. Right. And you're right. They do have that same energy because you're providing a place where they can just be, have that energy, bring that energy. I saw all of these outfits. It was amazing. It looked just like the concerts from Harry.
Yeah, and we'll continue to build it so it feels more and more like an Eras Love on Tour night.
Yeah.
Besides not Harry or Taylor being there. But at the end of the day, I'll always throw it back to the concert girlies. They're the backbone of everything that we do. So we make sure that they're happy and that they're content, and then we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll get the feedback for sure. And I did in the beginning. I got a lot of feedback from them, which was crucial too. I have a team that I work with, and these girls that I work with are the best fans you could have. Like if you're Harry Styles and you're Taylor Swift and you come across these types of girls, like these are the people you want in your corner. Yeah. And I'm very lucky to have them in my corner. So we literally discuss Harry and Taylor stuff like almost every day. Mm-hmm. Just to kind of like, I'll come across like a song. Like for instance, today I was at the gym and then my Spotify threw me this One Direction song.
Oh, what was it?
It's called, it's right here. It's called I Would by One Direction. Cause I would. Very poppy EDM type stuff from the early 2010s. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. But I was like, is this a bop? And they're like, oh my God, we love that song. Yeah. So there's songs that I don't know. There's songs from Taylor Swift that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Harry has a shorter discography, so it's easier to digest his songs because there's only 3 albums. Whereas,
that's right.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift has so many, like a decade worth of music. Yeah. So to get with her, oh God, you wouldn't understand, bro. Like there is, how there's an MCU? Yeah. Like there's the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, totally.
There's a TCU. There's a Taylor Cinematic Universe, and it's all interconnected, interwoven, and
tight-knit community.
Yeah. The best thing was to see all the Swifties, the hardcore Swifties, on TikTok this past 2 weeks, just kind of like they were getting ready for 1989 Taylor's version.
Oh yeah,
but
so
just
excited.
To see everybody connected, like, oh, did you see that the wristbands turned blue at the end of the last show? And actually, she said this, and blah, 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 and you connected. And it's, how do you know? So that's where I'm at right now, where I'm catching up to Taylor, where I feel that with Harry and One Direction, it's a little easier. Yeah. But Taylor's just another world of. There's layers, dude. Yeah. But yeah, I have a group of girlies that helps me out. They help me out. Swifties and Harrys together, and they help me out and they keep me in track, which goes back to what I was saying about just getting feedback from the earlier shows. Uh-huh. It's crucial to have that in your team, people that tell you, hey, Ricky, that was good, but this actually would be better. And you just got to take it in. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's amazing when you approach things that way, people will tell you what you want. Like in business, market research, ask your people, what do they want? And then you're really, really good at that. And obviously you've had people in place for that. But yes, exactly. So you'll know exactly what they want.
And it's the only way to actually deliver good product.
Right.
And whatever that product is. So you have to sit down with, like, for instance, in my life, the people that tell me what's up is my mom and my sister. Yeah. Like, ruthlessly, dude. Ruthlessly just tell me what's up. So when I know that I got to hear that ish, I sit down, I just hold on to my seat, and I'm like, all right.
I got to hear
What can I improve on, please? Because I know my sister, she's hearing this, God bless her. Yeah. But she's my sister, bro. Like, she's my sister,
yeah.
bro.
She knows you better than anyone, right?
She's just like, she's like, Ricky, you suck. Bye. Go away. Go home. I'm like, but I live here. I'm just kidding. But like, she'll tell me what's up, but also the girlies in the chat that we work with, they tell me what's up. But dude, it's so crucial to get feedback. And even on my stories, I'm like, what can we improve on? What's something that you want to see? Mm-hmm. Something that's better. At the end, you are the guy that knows sometimes. You're like, okay, I know what we need to do. Yeah. But to smooth out the edges, to make sure that you're delivering is so crucial that you get feedback. Yeah. And nobody will give it better than the concert girlies because they love their person. Do not F with them. But if you want anything done right in this life, honestly, if anybody listening to me, when the next time you interview somebody for a job, be like, are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I know you by your answer. Answer accordingly.
Like, especially like hire them to be a detective, like hire them to be in the FBI. Like, these girls would get it done.
Oh, they are like the top investigative people. Yeah. If you want something done, just you give it to the girlies on it.
Yep, get the girlies on it. There's no better group of people. I love them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's like a family, right? I don't think there's any other fan base that's like them.
Yeah, they get it done. I mean, they did it for the Backstreet Boys. They did it for NSYNC. They did it for the Beatles. They did it for Elvis.
Yeah.
It's a continuation of passing the baton. And now the millennial concert girlies are freaking out about a possible NSYNC reunion.
Oh, no
because
way.
the Trolls movie, I kid you not, I swear to my life,
brought them out.
So Justin Timberlake is like the guy that does Trolls. So right now the movie has like a very heavy boy band vibes, but it was rumored, but now it's being confirmed through like Entertainment Tonight, whatever.
Is this an exclusive?
This is something we don't know. This is exclusive.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's on TikTok, so it's probably not that exclusive, but that they're getting back together. And so now you're going to see like concert girlies like my sister, the OG concert girlies.
I am a millennial. Okay. I want it that way. I know it's... I'm a Backstreet Boys girls. Backstreet Boy
girly. Concert girly.
Yes.
So now they're getting ready for the NSYNC like drama to start happening, and we can't wait. It's so good. I'm here for it. I live for
watch party at your house.
We'll do
we
whatever.
had the Bruno Mars listen party. We're going to do NSYNC.
Yeah, Bruno Mars. Yeah, I love Bruno Mars. But if NSYNC gets back, there's nothing I wouldn't do to be there.
Oh my
gosh.
In
a heartbeat. Period.
In the comments, are we ready for this Backstreet Boys return? Or is this like
Backstreet Boys? NSYNC return. It's not Backstreet Boys. NSYNC.
Thank you for
I got it correct. We already saw Backstreet Boys live. They never broke up. We love Backstreet Boys. NSYNC is coming back.
So the NSYNC, we want to know how you feel about that. So in the comments, are you ready for NSYNC boy band era?
Yeah.
Would you ever be in a boy band?
No.
No, that was an instant answer.
No, I can't sing. I just play the music.
Oh, no, I meant like background. If someone's got to do like the background
moves.
Dance. You want to dance? I mean, I was one of your background dancers for one of your shows.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you ever wanted to do like a one time, I'll be more than happy to offer my background dancing assistance skills. So we have a new segment in the show. It's called 0 to 60 since we are in the electric vehicle.
Mm-hmm. These go 0 to 60 pretty fast.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be just as fast.
Maybe let's go. Let's do it.
So how this works is that I have a secret list of 500 questions that I will be asking, and I'm gonna give you the choice of the numbers. So they're all numbered. If you can give me 3, so one at a time, a random number between 1 and 500. We're going to pull it up, and I'm going to look for that question.
69.
60.
Too easy.
Too easy. I should have known.
Let's go. There we go. Told ya.
What is the last thing you've Googled?
The last thing I Googled? That's a great question.
Do you want to like pull it up and see what you did?
I Googled something about my tummy because I was having tummy issues.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm in the process, but like this past weekend wasn't the best. I know that's TMI, but it is what it is.
Hey, we're real on this podcast.
Google tummy pills stuff. It was tummies.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. I have to pick another number.
Yeah.
Let's do 3. So all the way back up.
All the way. So what does your ideal weekend look like?
It shows.
Yeah. Easy question.
It shows. But my ideal weekend is just being at the beach, just hanging out.
Got Miami boy in here.
I love going down the PCH.
Yeah.
If I could just be out there all the time. You know, good seafood, good drinks, good vibes.
Ooh, I love that.
That'd be great.
Ooh, yes. You got all these questions all ready for you. Do you have my list?
Paradise Cove. Let's do it.
All right, last one.
Let's just do 10 since you're over there already.
Yeah. What is something you probably should do but probably will never do?
Run a marathon? Get the hell out of here with that shit. Sorry. People running marathons, who are you?
You just got a medal. Like, what now?
I don't trust anybody that runs marathons. There's no point for them. What's the point of running a marathon? I will never do it, dude.
What's like the longest distance that you've ever done?
I will not. There's no point. These people that are sick. Let's run for the sick person. Like, running is gonna make them feel better. Just donate. Like these patients that are like in the freaking bed, like, oh, thank God they're running. No, like I'm just saying, like, there's no point, bro. Why are you running a marathon for? Just go home. Do something. Say hi to your wife.
Guys, donate. Save your legs.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, marathon, never. There's no point to them.
So, like, what was like the longest distance you've ever done?
Distance?
Yeah, like, have you ever like run anything? Like,
I mean,
we've all done the mile in high school.
I don't know, like maybe from From running?
From like your house to like a Starbucks or something?
Yeah, probably.
A Starbucks run. But yeah, just getting your Starbucks run, that counts as exercise.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about the calories. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or like long hikes. Can't stand that either.
You never done like the why?
Point. There's no point of that. There's no point of hikes. Like a cougar could eat you. Like, why are you gonna walk? Just stay in your house.
I've heard of people like running into cougars. It's like a real thing.
Or people that stay like a week in Lake Powell. I'm like, there's nothing. Like, there's water and a red
They're like
rock.
nature. We're getting in nature. It's like you're on like a $3 million boat.
No, but we're good. We're good. But running for sure.
Running, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
marathons are not my vibe.
so everyone invite Ricky to go do the marathon.
We're good.
You're like, I'll pass. I'll block you. Don't do that. You're not following me
No, but shout
anymore.
out to all the people that run marathons. Good for you.
Just not you.
Just not me.
Gotcha. So if there's anything that you can say to younger Ricky, let's get like 10-year-old Ricky, like in your perspective now of where you're at with your Halo Nights, with your career, what would you say is something that you would tell him?
You'd be very proud. He'd love to go to the shows. Yeah, we did it. I'd be like, hey, bud, we did the thing. We're happy.
Would you give him like a fist bump, a
Yeah,
hug?
give him
Are
a
we
big
crying?
hug.
Are we
We're
like,
hanging
let's
out.
go?
We're partying.
I love that.
He's very happy with where we're at right now. Because
Yeah.
that's all you can ever do is just make sure that you're being as real to that kid as you possibly can. Because if there's one person that knows you're full of shiz, is that kid.
Yeah.
So if you're fake and your whole thing is
He
fake,
knows it.
he knows it. The people know it. But your soul will tell you. There's a whole thing I could go off on this, but my inner child is very happy with where we're at right now, and that is by far the coolest thing I could say to anybody. Is that little kid is very happy with where we're at right now.
And
Period.
I mean, I would love to meet like little Ricky,
No,
but
you
I know that
wouldn't.
little Ricky is also.
No, Ricky was all
He's
over
like,
the
no.
place. No.
But yeah, any last things that you would like our audience to know? Please go check out Haler Night.
Yeah.
We've got one coming up in October.
Yeah. October 21st. Haler
Let's
Night at the
go.
complex. Everybody's invited to come.
Amazing.
And if you like to drink, there's a 21 plus bar in there too.
Yeah,
just wanna
it's
come
for
with the kids,
everybody.
it's for
Just have a
everybody.
good time.
Just have a great time.
And if you didn't get tickets to Era's, please come to Haler's Night. If you got tickets to Era's, come to Haler's Night. And if any other scenario that's not Haler's Night, cancel them.
No,
Come to Haler. No,
come
yes.
to Haler Night. Yep.
Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. Ricky.
Yeah. This is great. This is a great idea. I can't wait to see where it goes. It's gonna be fun.
we're gonna be 0 to 60 in what was it, like 2 seconds? So
Yeah. This
we're
is
taking
awesome.
off. But thank you for being you. Thank you for being so authentic and for giving our community and those online and in Utah and in every show that you give and just in your personal relationships. Thank you for being such a great friend and for inspiring me. It's such an honor to have you on the show, and I'm so excited for everything that's coming for your career and for you personally.
Thank you. Likewise.
With everything. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
This is a great episode.
Okay, we'll have you on another time.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
Bye.